So this is my fine motor kit. To begin, I have modeling dough. So this modeling dough will be used to learn, teach shapes for kids and ask them to imitate shape. They can also freestyle and work on playing and working on straightening their intrinsic muscles. Beads can also be placed inside the Play-Doh, and they can just take out the beads and sort them in different containers by colors. The next thing that I have here is an ultimate rainbow fuzzy kit. So this fuzzy kit will be used to create different animals. So like you can make a lion, and it consists of googly eyes, fuzzy sticks, colorful pom-poms, as well as a different variety. So this activity will be able to be used for a lot of different crafts. The next item that I have here are pom-poms. Pom-poms are great because we can use that in combination with our giant tweezer. So this tweezer, what we can do is we can have all of these pom-poms in a container, so we can put them in one of the containers. And what we would do, we would ask the kid to use the tweezer and grab out each color and place them in each different container. It can also be used, you can have a handout and you can have the child put the pom-poms on the handout based on the different colors. You can also use popsicle sticks, which is another thing in my fine motor kit. It can be used to create a flower, so you can grab one of the sticks and place a whole bunch of pom-poms around it. The next thing that I have in the fine motor kit are fasteners. So these fasteners can be used in conjunction with the craft sticks. So we can put these on the craft sticks, and we can have them make different shapes and put it on top of each other as well. We can also use the craft sticks to create letters and have them spell out different words. The next item in the fine motor kit is a fling shot chicken. So this fling shot chicken looks pretty weird, but this can be used to work on bilateral coordination, finger strength, pinch strength, and to make an activity harder, we can create different blocks and have the child work on shooting in different ranges, and that will also work on the perception. The next item in the fine motor kit are beads. So we have multiple beads. So for the beads, you can obviously make some necklaces. You can also, with the fuzzy sticks, you can have the kid put the beads onto the fuzzy sticks to work on just their fine motor skills in their hands. The beads can also be used for counting. The child can put a whole bunch of beads on a fuzzy stick in a specific order by sequencing. We can have the child put 3 yellow, 1 purple, and they can copy, they can imitate it. The next item we have in the fine motor kit are Legos. So we have different color Legos. We can have the child stack on top of each other and create different shapes. We can also use the Legos for counting. We can have the child do 5 minus 2 by having 5 Legos set out, and you remove 2. The next item we have in here is paper clips. So paper clips, they can be used to create necklaces. You can also use it with these containers to separate them by color. You can also use them to put them on the popsicle sticks to work on different activities. The next item we have is a pop and hop game. So this game requires you to spin the wheel, so they'll work on their hand strength, and it'll tell you a certain amount to move, and there will be 4 players, and you'll just move around. The point is to get back home. So this will work on multi directions. It'll work on finger strength. It'll work on auditory processing, a lot of skills. Lastly, we have lunchbox games. So lunchbox games, it has one side of coloring and one side of activity. So this one is finishing the picture. So it will work on the visual closure. This one has them fill out, make some teeth, mazes, just different word search activities. So this can be used in the end of a treatment session, and it can just work on a lot of their visual perceptual skills. And lastly, we have travel bottles. So travel bottles can be used with the pom-poms. Since the holes are really small, you can use the pom-poms to put it inside, as well as the beads. There are many activities that can be used with all of these. Lastly, these activities can be used with kids with autism, kids with developmental delays, kids with cerebral palsy, sensory issues, especially with the use of the pom-poms and all of these items. We could mix it all together and create a sensory box.